Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Here, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, as always, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside of here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, here with our 2021 IHSAA Class 2A Sectional 40 Baseball Tournament Preview Show here on the WHS Network. Now, again, we'll just give you some updated stats, give you some updated information on all the teams in the Sectional 40 Baseball Tournament held at LaPel High School. Just about a 50-minute to an hour drive just west of Anderson. So definitely a little bit of a drive to get there. We've been there quite a few times through the years and various different sports. But we're eager to get this baseball tournament underway. Obviously, we just unfortunately finished up with the softball tournament Sectional 40 action at Frankton. Unfortunately there for your Wapahoney Raiders softball team last night. Fell in defeat there to LaPel with a 9-5 final score to end their regular season. So we want to again extend our thanks and appreciation to the team as well as the coaches, Jeff Masters and Chris Lee and the entire coaching staff and all the wonderful players that allowed us to broadcast some of their games. And some games didn't exactly pan out the way that we expected to, just like the one last night. But very appreciative of all of them, and also Senior Mallory Summers. Again, greatly appreciate her. Want to wish her the best of luck in all of her future endeavors. And it was quite the honor and privilege to be able to broadcast all of her games throughout her 4 years out here at Wapahoney. So we look here at this Sectional 40 baseball tournament. Obviously, we've, kind of had a tough balance of how things are going to shake out. With some of the teams this year, as far as quarantining and what teams are playing at different times and so on and so forth. As far as schedule-wise, trying to get all these games in, it's been tough for some of these teams. You've had some teams here that's only played 15 to 18 games. Then there's been other teams in this sectional that's played 20 to 28 or 25 to 28 games. And so it makes it a little bit difficult, I think, to kind of judge a little bit where some of these teams potentially could be. But still, nonetheless, it is what it is. We played out this 2021 regular season, and your Wapahoney Raiders had a heck of a year. 25-1 record on the season, best record in the sectional here, at least for sectional 40 wise, and probably the best record that Wapahoney baseball's ever had in their historic time of having baseball here at Wapahoney High School. So nonetheless, we're going to get into things here as far as all the teams. We'll talk about that, but first and foremost, we're going to talk a little bit about the bracket. So we're going to pull that up here on the screen right here and right now. So this is what the IHSAA Class 2A baseball sectional looks like here again at LaPel High School. We'll start up tonight, actually. Muncie Burris will take on LaPel at 5:30 p.m., then following Monroe Central and Frankton at 8 p.m. So again, that starts off tonight, May the 26th. Here on Wednesday evening, Muncie Burris against LaPel at 5:30, Monroe Central against Frankton at 8 o'clock. Then tomorrow night, it will be featuring in the first game the Alexandria Tigers, as they'll be taking on the Winchester Golden Falcons. 5:30 p.m. start time there for that one, followed by your Wapahoney Raiders, as they will be taking on the Elwood Panthers at hopefully 8 o'clock p.m. Again, all these times are, potentially could change, depending upon the situations and how the first game goes for each night. But again, Alexandria versus Winchester tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m., Wapahoney and Elwood then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, the winner of Muncie Burris and LaPel will then take on the winner of Monroe Central and Frankton, then on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., again from LaPel High School. Again, that will be the first game of the afternoon there on Saturday, May the 29th, then followed by the winner of Alexandria and Winchester. They will take on the winner of Wapahoney and Elwood, then at 1:30 p.m., again on Saturday, May the 29th, with then the Sectional 40 championship game wrapping up for the Sectional 40 play at LaPel on Monday, May the 31st. That is, Memorial Day? So we'll have that on Monday potentially for the Sectional 40 championship game. Again, obviously there is some rain here in the forecast throughout the week, so we'll kind of see how everything pans out. So again, that is what the Sectional 40 bracket looks like at Lapel. So again, we got Wapahoney taking on Elwood tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. We hope you all can join us. So again, it'll be right here live on the WHS network. We're hoping we shouldn't have any issues come tomorrow night. So looking forward to that one here. But we're going to break all these teams down. I'm going to send things on over here to Redbeard. Again, he's going to be talking about Lapel as well as Muncie Burris. Then also is going to be talking a little bit about Monroe Central and Frankton. So he'll be giving you the lowdown on that. So take it away, the Redbeard.
All right, thanks, Marv. And now, unfortunately for Lapel, Burris, and Monroe Central, there wasn't any updated stats. But I can't give you the records, though.
Of course.
For Lapel, they finished 15-13. Muncie Burris finished 1-16, and Monroe Central finished 16-6. So now, for the Frankton Eagles, they finished 17-11. Team stats, they have 94 stolen bases, a batting average of .308, 3 home runs, 173 RBIs, 214 runs on 227 hits. They have an on-base percentage of .437. They have 48 doubles, 7 triples, an ERA of 3.78, 168 and 1/3 innings pitched. They have 142 runs allowed, 98 of those earned. They have 176 hits allowed with 127 walks and 165 strikeouts. And now as far as individual players, we'll start with Braden Douglas. He's batting .480 with 24 RBIs, 10 doubles, and 20 stolen bases. Next we have Nate Moore. He's batting .390, 12 RBIs, 1 double, and 8 stolen bases. Then we have Ryan Spillman. He's batting .385, 24 RBIs, 9 doubles, and 6 stolen bases. And we have Sam Hartley. He's batting .307, 1 home run, 13 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 3 triples, and 10 stolen bases. On the mound, he's 5-2 with a .350 ERA, 32 innings pitched, 23 runs, 16 of those earned, 32 hits, 26 walks, and 36 strikeouts. Then we have Tyler Bates. He's batting .310 with 16 RBIs, 6 doubles, 1 triple, and 9 stolen bases. On the mound, he's 4-2 with a 1.75 ERA, 32 innings pitched, 20 runs, 8 of those being earned, 27 hits, 15 walks, and 26 strikeouts. Then we have Trevor McCorkle. He's batting .362 with 18 RBIs, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 7 stolen bases. Then we have Evan Webb. He's batting .318, 13 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 triples. On the mound, he's 3-1 with a 2.59 ERA on 24 1/3 innings pitched, 17 runs, 9 of those being earned, with 29 hits, 8 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Then we have Sam Dalton. On the mound, he's 2-2 with a .260 ERA, 32 1/3 innings pitched, 20 runs, 12 of those being earned, 24 hits, 31 walks, and 37 strikeouts.
All right. So, folks, again, that's we got Lapel, Monroe Central, also Muncie Burris, and Frankton right there. So, thank you, Redbeard. Again, unfortunately,
keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, keeping it short and sweet as always. But 3 of those 4, again, we couldn't find stats for them. Unfortunately, I go to maxpreps.com to get all of our stats, and so unfortunately, we didn't have stats for them. But again, this time of the year. You never know. You got Muncie Burris, coming in, 1-16?
1-16, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen crazier things happen maybe in some ways, but, you can never count out any team. And so every team's got to be on their A game. So, again, that's those teams. Now we'll take a look here at your Wapahoney Raiders. Again, 25-1 record on the season, winner of the Delaware County title, also the MEC title as well. So a fantastic start to the year, not only the way that kind of things shaped itself. Going into the year, you didn't know exactly what to expect. It's been a 2-year layoff for not only for Wapahoney, but obviously all the teams, and so you didn't know exactly what to expect. But this team kind of shaped itself early, got off to a good start. Played a very good Homestead team that is ranked in 4A. That was our lone loss, and that was up at Parkview Field up in Fort Wayne earlier this year. But really then after that, we hit the ground running. We ended up having, I think, right around 20 to 22 game winning streak right now. And so these guys have played great throughout the course of the year, and hopefully we can keep that train rolling here in the right direction. Take a look here at some team stats here for your Raiders. Batting average-wise, .373 batting average as a team, 23 home runs, also 209 RBIs. Go along with 267 runs scored and 266 hits. On base percentage here, .373, also 57 doubles and 10 triples. Now on the mound here for the Raiders, this is really what I really like the most. I mean, yeah, the hitting obviously is always nice, but when you have good pitching to back that up, to where it's not putting so much pressure on your offense, and kind of vice versa. Your pitching can be good, but if your offense ain't getting the job done, then that applies more pressure than to your pitching. And we've had it going both ways here for us. Offense has been going, pitching has been going. Pitching ERA here for your Raiders, 1.26 ERA and 155 and 2/3 innings pitched. They've only allowed 48 runs. 28 of those have been earned. Also 89 hits, 57 walks allowed, with 206 strikeouts on the season. So quite the ratio right there, strikeout to walk ratio there for your Wapahani Raider pitchers. Next up here, players to watch for here. We'll just go through a couple of them here. We're not going to go through everybody because you all know what your Wapahani Raiders are capable of. You know what the guys are able to do. We'll go here. We'll just go with a couple of the seniors here, and we'll go from there. But Gavin Noble, 400 batting average, led the team in home runs with 8 of them on the season. Also 24 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 5 triples. On the mound this year, 4-1 with a 0.93 ERA in 30 innings pitched. Gave up 12 runs, 4 of those earned. Go along with 18 hits, also 4 walks, and 46 strikeouts. Also, Luke Wellman batting .388 here on the season, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs to go along with 13 doubles. Also next up here is we have Gage Gadberry, young man batting .288, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs, also 7 doubles. On the mound this year, perfect 7-0 with a 1.71 ERA. In 45 innings pitched, he allowed 15 runs, 11 of those were earned to go along with 24 hits allowed, also 9 walks and 66 strikeouts, which, by the way, was best on the team. Next up here, Nolan Dudley, .444 batting average, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. He was 3-0 on the mound with a 2.49 ERA and 19 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 12 runs, 7 of those were earned, along with 16 hits, 8 walks, and 23 strikeouts. And then lastly here, we'll go over Caleb Henderson here. We'll kind of save Gavin Lash maybe for another time. Again, we're not going to go through all these other guys because you all know we don't want to give out too much information upon these guys. We want to make the opponents kind of work for it a little bit. But Caleb Henderson, great young man, batting .431, 27 RBIs. That is second on the team in that statistical category behind Gavin Lash. He had 29, but Henderson, again, 27 RBIs and 6 doubles. And so, again, we've 1 through 9, the balance. You can talk about any of these guys. Like I said, you talk about Gavin Lash, Paul Fisher, Jeff Foster, Joe Foster, not Jeff Foster. That was a former Pacer player. But Joe Foster, Landon Thompson, Blake Castor, Lane Logan, all these guys, Isaac Andrews. The list can go on and on. All these young men come out here, play hard. Yeah, Daxton Dudley. Well, yeah, that's kind of without saying. I mean, the young man hit his first home run in Delaware County tournament, for goodness sake. Unfortunately, we couldn't broadcast that game, but all these guys are so integral in what they've been able to do throughout the course of the year, lineup-wise, pitching-wise. Defense has been solid. Base running has been very good. And so all the right recipe has been kind of blended together, and thus 25-1, Delaware County Championship, MEC Championship, Sectional next on the list. And they're going to have to go through the Elwood Panthers. They're unfortunately no stats recovered here on them to report on, but did finish the regular season at 5-12. Again, a big-time game gap there. Wapahani played 26 games compared to Elwood 17. That's a big difference. And so it's kind of tough, especially for some of these teams that haven't played a lot. But again, Wapahani and Elwood will match up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Next up here, the first game of the evening tomorrow night will be Alexandria, as they will be taking on the Winchester Golden Falcons. So when we look here, Alexandria, a record of 7-20. Definitely a little bit of a different look here for Alexandria compared to what they've had the last few years. Obviously, didn't play last year. All these teams lost quite a bit, and Alexandria definitely one of those teams, but still has proven to be very dangerous here. As a team-wise here, batting .360, also one home run, or pardon me, .260, not .360. They're batting .260 on the season, one home run, 111 RBIs, go along with 158 runs scored with 177 hits. They have an on-base percentage of .394, also 24 doubles, 10 triples. And on the mound here, there's been a little bit of a rough patch here for the Tigers throughout the course of the year. A 4.67 ERA in 169 and a third inning pitched. They've allowed 182 runs. 113 of those were earned. Also 197 hits allowed, 95 walks, and 137 strikeouts. Now, again, some key players to watch for here for the Tigers. Cole Stewart, young man, batting .354 on the year, 13 RBIs. Go along with 6 doubles, also 2 triples. He's 19 of 22 in stolen bases, which, as a team, the Tigers have 123 stolen bases on the year. That is their biggest asset to the team. They get on base, they're ready to run. And that's how they generate a lot of their run production, is by being getting on base and stealing bases and giving yourself opportunities. And so Cole Stewart, one of the biggest key assets when it comes on the base pass there. Also next up here we have Aaron Matthews, batting .304 on the season, 5 RBIs, also 6 for 6 in stolen bases. Braxton Pratt, batting .303 here for Alexandria, 12 RBIs, 6 doubles, a triple, and also leading the team in stolen bases, 23 of 26 there in that statistical category. Next we have Brendan Luzader, young man that's batting .297, 12 RBIs, and also 2 doubles. And then lastly is Gabe McGuire. Gabe is batting .267 with 1 home run, the lone home run for the Tigers on the season. To go along with 7 RBIs, also 2 triples, and he's also 18 of 20 in stolen bases. So again, that is the Alexandria Tigers. Next up here, their opponent will be the Winchester Golden Falcons coming up tomorrow night. Winchester finished up the regular season at 11-10. As a team, not too bad here on the batting average. Batting .308 on the year, that's getting it done. 2 home runs, also 116 RBIs. Go along here with 155 runs scored total on 177 hits. On-base percentage of .398. They also collected 22 doubles, 9 triples. And from a pitching aspect here, again, another team that kind of struggled, had a 4.40 ERA as a pitching staff in 125 and 2/3 innings pitched. They allowed 122 runs, 79 of those were earned, also 152 hits, 80 walks, and 100 strikeouts. So definitely walk a lot of batters. That starts generating some problems right there when you're walking guys, giving them a free pass. And then, you put them in a scoring position, the other team's able to execute, unfortunately. So just some things right there to really take mention of here. Players to watch for here for Winchester. Brooks Burleson, batting .451 on the year, 19 RBIs, also 3 doubles and 3 triples. On the mound here for the Golden Falcons, he was 2-3 with a 2.21 ERA and 44 in 1/3 inning pitched. Allowed 31 runs, 14 of those were earned, also 51 hits allowed, 17 walks, and 46 strikeouts. Next up is Will Anderson, batting .453 on the year, 16 RBIs, to go along with 2 doubles and 1 triple. So again, that was Will Anderson. And then lastly here, the last 2 of them here, we have Braden Tippett rather. .419 average, 2 home runs. Again, those were the only home runs that Winchester has on the season. But again, 2 home runs, 27 RBIs, again leading the team in that statistical category as well, go along with 8 doubles and a triple. And then to finish this off right here, we have Parker Sheets batting .298 on the season, 14 RBIs, along with 2 doubles on the mound this season for Winchester. Sheets was 2-2 with a 2.04 ERA and 24 innings pitched. Gave up 19 runs, 7 of those were earned, to go along with 19 hits allowed, 17 walks, and 15 strikeouts. So obviously that's never good when you're walking more batters than you are striking out, but it kept the ERA pretty low there at 2.04. So pretty exceptional job there. Again, that's a lowdown there on all the teams: Wampahoney, Elwood, Alexandria, and Winchester. And obviously Redbeard talked about Lapel, Muncie Burris, Monroe Central, and Frankton. So those are all the 8 teams to talk about right there. Now, again, some common opponents here, if you will, as far as how Wampahoney played against some of the teams that are in the Sectional 40 baseball tournament. Back on April the 23rd, Wampahoney beat Alexandria at Alexandria. Final score 5-1 in that one. Then also on May the 5th, the Raiders beat Frankton right here from Raider Field 18-2. That was an absolute thrashing in that one, but I doubt if we was lock up again, I'm not quite sure it would probably be that lopsided. Maybe, but I doubt it. Next up, on May the 7th, Wampahoney beat Lapel, and a close one, 4-1 was the final score there in that one. And then on May the 10th, Wampahoney traveled to Winchester, beat the Golden Falcons, final score of 10-0. And then on May the 20th, big game there against Monroe Central, traveling on the road for the essentially the MEC championship, more or less, as Wampahoney was able to come out on top there of Monroe Central 5-2 there in that one. So again, just taking a look at what Wampahoney was able to do against some of the opponents here in Sectional 40 wise. Those were 5 of the technically 7 opponents that we could possibly face. Again, the only teams we didn't play was Muncie Burris and Elwood. So in Muncie Burris, we had on the schedule originally, got canceled because of, I think might have been quarantine situation or
weather maybe.
Yeah, rain out, something like that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's what it all looks like, folks. Again, Wampahoney will play Elwood tomorrow night, 8 o'clock start time. Catch it right here on the WHS network. We should be live. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue, but if it is, we'll make sure and post it on our Twitter and Facebook social media sites. So please follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and we'll be sharing that information and any other information throughout the rest of the year and even and beyond. So make sure to follow us there. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, no cost whatsoever. Just, click the subscribe button. Also, click the little bell icon right next to it. Just sends you alerts and notifications upon every broadcast that we have. So, again, greatly appreciate you all for joining us here tonight, again, for our 2021 IHSAA Class 2A Sectional 40 Baseball Tournament Preview Show here this evening on the WHS Network. Again, we hope you all got something out of it here, took some time, and got some stats here for all you fine folks out there. So, hopefully, you guys can utilize it, and looking forward to a great Sectional 40 coming up tomorrow night. So, folks, until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius, again alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, thanking all of you for watching, and we'll see you next time here on the WHS Network.